Well, we are here today with Gormley Talks. This is Susan Short, and we are here with Mike Gormley. How you doing today, Mike?
Doing very well. How about you?
I'm doing great. It's a
You're in
beautiful
Florida. Day. I'm in California. We're doing all. We got what could be bad, right?
What could be bad? It's a perfect day here. It's like 75 and sunny, little puffy clouds. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, much the same here.
Nice. So you have had such an incredible career, Mike. For those who don't know you, Mike has pretty much done about everything. And you started in the music industry. Let me clarify that. And you started, not everything, but you never know. You still have a few years to do a few more things.
That's right.
But you started out as a very successful journalist, correct? For the Detroit Free Press.
Well, I started as a journalist. If you want to call me successful, I'll go with that. But
as successful
I did okay. I didn't. It got me going. It got me started, and I met a lot of great people. Yeah.
And your beat was what they called it, right? Your beat was the.
Well, it was mainly. It was. I mean, I was in my early 20s. It was the youth beat. But the youth beat, of course, covered a lot of music. So I was doing stories on tons of people, and I had a column. And this is in the Detroit Free Press, a morning newspaper in Detroit, and it was, it was a lot of space to fill. So I was doing it mostly music. And
no, it was daily, every day, Monday through Sunday, or just weekly, like Monday through Friday?
The newspaper was every day. I can't remember if it was. It must have been Sunday as well.
Yeah, of course.
It's the fifth largest, or at least at the time, it was the fifth largest morning newspaper in North America. So it was a full-on, newspaper, and it was coming out every day, like newspapers do or did, and it's still going strong.
Right.
But I had columns. If I remember correctly, Tuesday and Thursday, and then Friday, I had a full page that I did, and then on Saturdays, like the Weekend Magazine, I did stories for the Weekend Magazine, and then I ended up editing a Weekend Magazine for them for a while.
So, and that was an insert. That was a magazine that was inserted in the Sunday paper.
Right.
Nice. Did you save any of those?
I got them all.
Really?
Yeah.
Do we have any show and tell?
Not right now.
On the Facebook page. You guys need to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and we'll show you. That will be the behind the scenes, right?
And the website. There's some on the website, and there's some stories on the website as well.
So, being that you had this incredible youth beat, and this was back in, I'm assuming, the late 60s, correct? Was it
early
the 60s?
70s?
Early 70s. You got to meet, I know this because you've told me this story, you were one of the few people that I've ever met that got to meet and hang out with the Janis Joplin. Is that correct?
Yes, it was a great couple of weekends.
A couple of weekends?
It amounted to a couple of weekends.
That sounds like more than just a story.
Well, I was doing a story on her for the Detroit Free Press, and she played Ann Arbor, which of course is near Detroit, on one weekend. Then the next weekend she went to do the Ed Sullivan Show, and then the following weekend she played in Detroit. So I was with her on the bookend weekends and got to hang out with her and spend time with her. And I wasn't like her buddy or anything. I didn't have her home phone number. It wasn't that sort of thing, but it was great stories, good fun. I really enjoyed my time with her.
So what was it like? So were you nervous meeting her? Had you ever?
No, not at all. She made you feel very casual. She had, at that time, she had left her original band, Big Brother and a Holding Company, and had started a new band and was on the road with this new band. So she was a little, maybe, I don't know, uptight. But no, I met her within minutes of meeting her. I was helping her decorate her hotel room.
Decorate her hotel room?
She would redecorate the room. She would put up scarves and all kinds of stuff to make it a little less like a hotel room. So I was helping her put stuff up. This was within 5 or 10 minutes of meeting her. And,
so what did she do? She just went into her suitcase and just started bringing out a bunch of scarves and threw...
Yeah, she just had stuff. We always saw her with scarves. I always saw her with feather boas and all. I mean, she was
Yeah.
that's the way she dressed, and she had all of that. So she spread it around the room, gave the room a little touch of home, I guess.
Nice. Was she
Yeah.
happy with your design skills?
She didn't complain. So we set them up, and then we sat down and did an interview, and then that night she played in Ann Arbor, and hanging backstage with her, and it was good fun. She she drank a lot, and she was known for drinking. What was that? I've forgotten that.
Tequila?
No. I'm sorry, I forgot what she was known for drinking. But that night she was drinking Grand Marnier because that's all that was around. But there was no cork. So she took a knife and just jabbed the cork into the bottle, and drank from there. I don't remember drinking from that bottle. I don't think I did, but
that was a good move, smart move.
Yeah.
That's why you're here today.
Yeah. So anyway, just backstage was fun, very casual, and I was reading a magazine. It was a fanzine, which is usually a really skimpy sort of magazine for specific fans, and this particular magazine or fanzine had a story on the Plaster Casters, which was a group of groupies in Los Angeles who had an art form. They had developed an art form, and that art form consisted of plaster castings of rock stars' erect penises.
Oh my goodness.
And they're, I think like Rolling Stone did a story on them too or something, but they were pretty well known. I was reading the story. I turned the page, and there were pictures of their artwork. And Janis came up and looked over my right shoulder and said, "Yup, that's Jimmy." I've always assumed that was Jimi Hendrix that she was referring to.
Who else could it be? Who else would it have
She
been?
recognized Jimmy right away.
Well, she must have been very good friends with him. Very.
I would assume she just knew a lot of people. She was a pretty amazing woman, I mean, it was really sad when she died at such a young age, because oh man, what would have come more from her? You can't really predict. It's the same thing. She's in the 27 club, all of the rock stars age 27. Jimi Hendrix 27.
Kurt Cobain.
Keith Moon was 27. Kurt Cobain.
The guy from The Doors, right? The Doors.
Yeah, and so anyway, it's a drag, but then she went and did the Ed Sullivan Show, and I arranged to meet up with her when she came back to Detroit 2 weeks later, and I was just again hanging around backstage at Cobo Hall. I might have emceed that show, I don't remember, but I used to MC the shows at Cobo Hall and do introductions of different bands, and anyway, we're sitting backstage, and I'm fairly fresh out of Canada. I'd grown up in Canada, and Detroit was my first. Well, it was my American stop. I'd spent time in San Francisco prior to that, but anyway, I hadn't ever had tequila before, and I'm sitting there and I'm sipping it like a drink, and all of a sudden I hear, Michael, that's all wrong. It's all wrong. What's wrong? So the deal of putting lemon on your hand and putting salt there, and you take a shot and you take. Yeah. I didn't know any of that, so she taught me how to drink.
Pre-COVID, right?
Oh, way before. Yeah, she taught me how to drink tequila. She taught me the right way. So
there you go. Janis Joplin taught you how to drink tequila. Now that is a great story.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's fabulous.
She was fun lady. So,
wow.
So now I.